People, welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome if you haven't. Why not? Um, yeah, if you find this any use or you like the video or you've liked the videos before, please click like or subscribe. Um, it does seem that a lot of people that watch the videos don't subscribe. Now that's entirely your choice, but it does help me bring more content to the channel. If you want to subscribe, fantastic. If you don't, fantastic. Thank you so much for watching the videos or video that you're watching now. Get on with it. So, as you know, I've started to get into 3D printing. Just a beginner at the moment. One of the first projects I did print off, or big projects, was I have the Bambu Labs A1 printer with the AMS light. I bought the combo kit. And one of the first big projects I printed off was the top mount to put the AMS light up on top of the printer. I'll spin you around and give you a quick look. There she is. So, watching other YouTubers and reading some forums and comments, a lot of you guys was raving about the enclosure that you can put on the AMS light on the top mount or on desk mount, whichever, just to help with humidity levels. At the moment, I'm currently using PLA, but I do use a little bit of PTEG HF as well, Bambu's high flow PTEG. And obviously with that, you've got to dry it out and keep the humidity levels down. I bought a cheap dryer, which I'll do a little review on as well. But today I've printed, I'm not going to go through an instructional video or nothing like that, but today I'll spin you around now. I've printed off the enclosure from Bambu Handy. It's also on Maker World. It's free. And for what I've seen so far, it's a damn good enclosure. So without further ado, there's all the parts that you need to print off. 4 lids, yes, one's an odd colour because I didn't pick the correct filament. 4 tubs, I think they were calling those. I've got a blank cover and single, and then I've printed off the holders for the desiccant bags. I'm not using the loose at the moment, but I may. And obviously it's a thermometer hydrometer for checking the humidity levels. Now I got that and the bags from Bambu themselves. I think that came to like £3, £2 odd, £3. Same with the bags. I think they were £3.50 for 6 of the bags. So at the moment I'm finding Bambu really good, cheap with their supplies. I got to be honest. For £3 you can't go wrong. I think on eBay they were like 6 or 7 quid. So obviously people are buying them, sticking them on eBay, making a profit. Okay, but come on. Anyway, and then you've got various fixings and clips. It does say to print 2 plates of those, and obviously you got your numbers as well for the corresponding rolls. So yeah, basically the only other thing I printed that isn't on the one download was a flat screw for the top mount, because apparently that gets in the way, so you need to print that, but it's still linked on with the files of all this. Again, if I can be that technical, I'll try and put a link to the file down below, but we don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna start to sort these out, and then I'll bring you along. Like I say, it's not an instructional. I'll just give you a quick look at how I put it together. I've got to take the rolls, the filament off, and the spool holders, and start from fresh. Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. Right, so the buckets, if you want to call them that. Let me get this lid out of the way a second. Right, so each bucket, whatever you want to call them, goes together with our black joining strip, or whatever colour you print it out at. And then the big clips go to the outer edges, and then these smaller ones, thinner, if you can see, they go there and there. And then obviously the outer clips, what holds the lid on, they go with, you can see there's like a notch. One side is flat and the other side has got a little notch on it. So they go with a notch that when you close it, the notch sits against the cover. The filament nozzles, carriers, you get 2 narrow small hole ones and then 2 bigger hole ones, which are the ones I've used, and you can put a little short piece of PTFE tube through each one. Obviously you have to orientate these right. There's one I prepared earlier. Your spool holders go back on as normal, and you've got to orientate. You've got one with a hole to go to your feed, and then the next one will be blank. Then you've got a blank, and then to your feed. So you've got feed, blank, feed, blank. Obviously to match in where your feeds are, front or back. So that's the main body. And then the covers are held together with these little clips. They just butt together and then clip them over. They only push over like that. Just push them on and that's it. Obviously you've got your meter is going to be pressed in. Just gently push that in and that will be the front cover. I've already done the back cover as well. The covers then, once you've got your roll in and you've fed your filament up and the AMS has taken it, your cover, if I can just put this one on just to show you, your cover just sits over. This is hard because I've got one hand. Just sits over nice and snug, and then your clip, you just gently bring your clip up until it clips in. I can't do it one-handed, unfortunately. Let's try this one. There, like that, and that holds your front cover on. It's just a friction fit. There's no main clink. It's just friction fit. Take them off when you want to change your reel and lift the cover off. So I'll get that set up. I'll put the reels in one side and I'll do a complete fit on the other side. Your desiccant holder, that butts up against your first big clip. Obviously you have the bevel side down. That just drops in like that, and then your packet just fits in. Now these packets look like they may be big, but what I'll do is I'll fold it in half and push it down in. Just be away from the filament. I'll get that set up and we'll come back. Right, there you are. So that's the back. Reels are in. The desiccant bag is in. Just enough room. And it's out of the way, it's not touching the filament. So I fed the filament in. That's ready to go. So I can put the back cover on. There's no chance of me doing this one-handed. So if you can bear with me. That'll go on. Clips will come over. One there. I'll put them all around. But basically that will be the cover. So that then is enclosing the AMS. I will print off, because I have got 2 of the hydrometers. I will print one for each side with a hole like that. But generally I should have a good guide just from the one side what the other side is doing. So there we go. So yeah, I'll fit the other side and then we can come back and have a final look. Right, there you are. Got the numbered tags on as well. We got, there we go in, the hydrometer. But they're showing 62%. Now that was on 68 about 5 minutes ago. So obviously it's right by the desiccant bag, so it's going to show a little bit lower than what is actually in the rest of the enclosure. Bottom clips were a little bit hard to get to, but still they're fine. It was easy enough to feed the wire through. I've got to make a spool holder for my other roll on this side. You can use it without, but I just don't want it rubbing on this case. You know, that's dropped down to 60% now already, humidity. So yeah, I'll print another clock face opening for the back, as I've got two of the digital thermometer, hydrometer, whatever it is. These again on Bambu Lab UK, about £3 I think they was. So yeah, I gotta be honest, I faffed about a bit, but I would say 10 minutes or so assembly after printing and good to go. I've used a translucent red print just because I thought I could see maybe the reel through, but what I could do is I could always drill a hole and put a clear piece of plastic inside just to keep a check on the rolls of filament. Yeah, you can see on the tubes what colour's in there. But then, yeah, pretty good, I think. Yeah. We'll give it a go, see how it goes. We're still on 60%. It's 15.5 degrees in here, not too bad. So there we are. I hope that helps. That's the AMS Light enclosure. You can print it in any colour you want, obviously, whatever filament you got. I've used PLA, black, red, and bits of grey, just to funk it up a bit. You don't have to use the meters. You can just have a blank face like the back, or you can have 2 meters. You can have an internal and an external. It's entirely up to you. Customize it how you want. Like I say, the clips, they're not fantastic, but they're robust enough that they do the job. They hold the cover closed. So yeah, time will tell. I'm not expecting it to be a massive humidity lowering device, but it's down to 59 already. So there you are, that's dropped. It was on 68, so that's dropped 9 points already in not even 10 minutes, really. Like I said, that is close to the desiccant bag. And they are reusable bags, so you can put them in a microwave or on a radiator and reuse them. I think I had 6 bags for, again, I think it was $3.50, something like that. So there you are, not going to waffle. I hope that helps. Yeah, thank you very much. Stay tuned for more videos coming. Please click like, subscribe if you want to, comment if you want to, thumbs up.